guys, this is More Lasers with another StarCraft 2 cast for you. Today I'm going to be treating myself. I'm going to be casting one of my own games against KongEdvard on ladder. So I played this game yesterday. It was Protoss versus Protoss, as you can probably tell. And I'm just going to be showing you generally, well, I guess how I play really. Because if you watch my videos, you probably want to know how good I am. And I'm not that good. I'm pretty terrible. But I am platinum. I'm about 1500 platinum. And I don't know where KongEdvard is. I presume he's around the same level. Probably should have looked it up before I started casting this, but oh well. So we're both going to be going 9 pylon, as is expected from a Protoss. Well, some people like to go 8 pylon, so they can get an earlier scout, but really on a map like this, it's not really needed. Myself, I've never really used the 8 pylon. I probably never will. But yeah, let's just take a look at my APM. It's about 76 at the minute. It's not that great. Generally I don't spam. Sometimes I do. Sorry, I'm drinking tea, but yeah, generally I don't spam. If I do, then it's because I've got nothing better to do. And if we look at production, yep, we can see exactly the same things again, except I'm getting my stuff just a tiny bit earlier. Although his gateway is it's like about 3 seconds faster than mine. So yeah, I'm going to put 3 guys in gas and get the Cybernetics core as soon as this gateway finishes. As you can see, I'm sending the probe out right now. Bam, down goes the cyber core. Now, I'm not going to produce any units because, well, I've scouted him. He's not in the extreme close positions, which would be, if he spawned here, I'd have to spawn like right here. And it's like, yeah, I'd probably get a unit out if we spawned there. But since I scouted here first and I didn't see him, I just decided not to get the unit out, and I'll get the Stalker and the Warp Gate technology at exactly the same time. So I've got 100 gas, precisely enough, because they both cost 50 gas each. Just as the Cyber Core finishes, so there goes the Warp Gate tech. Come on Warp Gate tech. There we go, there goes the Warp Gate tech, and there goes the Stalker. I'm going to Chrono Boost the Warp Gate, get my second gateway. A lot of people don't get this second gateway like this early. Some people like going gateway, robo gateway, but personally, if I'm gonna go a 2-gate robo, which is what I'm gonna go this game, I really want to get 2 gates out, just because, well, kind of because I saw 2 more gateways going down in his base. Well, not really, but yeah, you really don't want to get pushed too early. And as I said, there is 2 gateways going down in his base. So, and his warp gate is, how's his warp gate? It's about the same level as mine. So I was half expecting a 4-gate, but no, I wasn't too worried about it. And then he's only just scouted me, so, and that probe dies. So no Korean 4-gate for him if he was even going to attempt it, or it would have been a 3-gate really, because he doesn't even have 4 gateways yet. Personally, I wouldn't have got this next round of units. I'd have waited until Warp Gate finishes and get them all into Warp Gates, just because it's a tiny bit faster, but it doesn't really make a huge difference. And there you can see my Robo goes down. So I'm going to be transforming these into Warp Gates, and then I'm going to save up my gas for the robotic support bay as soon as this Robo finishes, so I can get Colossi out as soon as possible. Because PvP, it's all about the Colossi really. The more Colossi you have, well, the better off you're gonna be. And I did start getting a stockpile of minerals, so I was just like, bam, expand. Because you really need 2 bases to be pumping out Colossi all the time. So yeah, as you can see, as soon as my robotics facility finishes, I'll throw it on the support bay. And keep producing probes. No, my opponent is still producing probes, but I know I said it's a problem in one of my earlier videos that I just make too many probes, but if you want to expand, oh sorry, well, if you want to expand when I did, you gotta have a lot of probes to transfer, because if you have like a fully saturated base and no more probes, you can't transfer any, because then your base won't be fully saturated anymore. But right now I've probably got about maybe 8 or 9 probes that I could transfer without feeling an economic hit right now, so yeah, that's something I like to do. And I did get the obs. Some people say that it's kind of pointless to get the obs because a probe could do just the same thing. Like, you'd send the probe in here, you'd see what he's got. You'd see he's got 3 sentries, so he's obviously not taking up. He's just saving money for expansion, because these sentries cost 100 gas each, and that is not cheap when you try to tech. But he is going 3-gate robo, so we do see an obs from him as well. And I forget about my obs at this point because I'm macroing at home. I'm building stuff, chrono boosting that extended thermal lance, and waiting for 300 minerals to get that first Colossus. Is it my first Colossus? Yeah, it is. And then I see his obs. I see his obs pop out just as I tap back to mine, and I was like, oh, I think I swore. But yeah, here goes. Should be getting the Colossus. Yeah, right there as I clicked it, man. I am reading my own mind. How crazy. So I should be continuing to produce probes off both bases. There we go, yeah. I'll hotkey them both to 4 double E. There we go. Dual probes. I should be putting guys into gas right now. There we go. Man, I am just a beast. And I'm supply blocked again. Oh no, I'm getting pylons right here. But I always get supply blocked. If you watch that supply counter throughout the whole game, you'll see it just... You'll see them even out so many times. It's ridiculous. I really need to work on that. And KongEdvard right here, he is going Immortals as opposed to Colossi, because he hasn't got the support bay yet. He is just pumping Immortals. I think he knows I'm going Colossi. Has he seen my yeah, he scouted my support bay, so he knows I'm going Colossi, and so he's just going to get Immortals, Sentries. He's just going to get Gateway units and backed up by Immortals to counter that. But really, if you want to try and take on Colossi with Gateway units, you really want to have that +1 upgrade from the Forge. But as we can see, he doesn't have a Forge, and so he's not going to be able to get +1 armor or +1 weapons. And I am taking down these Black Dot Rocks right now because I think my army's strong enough, and I saw with the obs he had like nothing here. I think my army's strong enough to just go in, take out a few probes, and then pull back really quick. But sadly, I didn't have a probe at this watchtower. I'm taking down these rocks, and here comes the push. He probably should have left these stalkers behind because it gives me advanced 1, and I just pull back straight away. But if he left these stalkers behind with like his main army, he could have got the main army up straight away. Probably focus down this nexus. But I do get my army back in time. He does a nice force field on the ramp right there, and I can't really do much about it. But I just have to try and range with the Colossi. But he has sight, so I know he has an obs in my base. Does he have an obs in my base? He's got an obs somewhere. No, he doesn't. He can just see my Colossi. Oh well. So yeah, he does take a lot of my stuff out, but I just keep opening reinforcements. I keep building Colossi, and all he's building right now is probes. His macros slipped quite a bit, as we can see. 2,000 minerals. Hell, I didn't know it slipped that bad. But he has 2,000 minerals right now and 1,000 gas, just because all his attention was focused on the attack, basically. You see his APM spiking right there up to 100, because all he's doing is the attack. But right then, what he needed to focus on wasn't the attack, because, well, it was kind of failing. He needed to focus on building more guys, because if I made a counter push right here, probably with this army, he could hold it off, but I would do a lot of economic damage. I could probably take out this Nexus if I pushed right here, but I didn't really want to push. I didn't want to get force fielded on the ramp or something. And I think we see him throw down like 4 more gateways, because he just has so many minerals. No, he's going to go and expand. So he goes and expands. I actually didn't know he expanded in the game where I played. In the game when I was playing, I didn't know he had an expo, and he get these guys back. But I didn't know he'd taken a third base anyway. So I was pretty surprised when I watched the replay actually, because I just didn't know he had a third base. And he got a third base a lot faster than I did. His is about halfway done when I start mine. But, so yeah, I'm still getting Colossi. I know he's probably going to take to the counter for Colossi. He's probably going to get a lot of Colossi as well right now, because that's the smart thing to do, really. Yeah, you can see he's getting 2 Colossi and extended Thermal Lance. But my Thermal Lance finished a long time ago. It finished before that battle. Before the first battle of my expansion, so... I have Thermal Lance, he doesn't. And right now, after the battle, I probably should have tried to push these backdoor rocks. But it just didn't occur to me at the time. And he does try to push again, because he knows I have a substantial... He knows I have Colossi. And I don't really know why he pushed. I think it was just because he needed to do some economic damage to make that first push worthwhile. But his macro slipped, and of course he didn't build enough units. Probably shouldn't have pushed right there, because yeah, I was on top of my macro. I was building units. I did slip a bit there in the battle, but I soon lower it down again with the 2 more Colossi, and my third base is going up right now. When does he transfer probes? Because that's cool. when he transfers probes. So yeah, I'm reinforcing my army, building the pylon right here in the center, so I can warp in reinforcements. I should have my Colossi rallied to the middle. Yeah, there we go. And he transfers probes pretty damn soon. There we go, look. Look at my vision while he's transferring the probes, and look at his. Look how close I was to just obliterating that probe line transferring right there. I had no idea. I still didn't know he had a third base at this point, otherwise I would have just gone and blasted it out. I need to work on my scouting. Do not scout in the mid-game. I just blindly rush in with all my guys, as we can see here. I had no idea he had Colossus prior to this engagement. But he does, and I just have the bigger army. I have +1 weapons. I am getting the shields upgrade right now, as we can see up here, and a warp prism. I think I was going to do a little bit of zealot harass right there. But I just have a substantially bigger army. I do take out his expo, and I win the game. I did have some more guys reinforcing, 2 more Colossi, 8 more Stalkers. So yeah, I think I was gonna win that game if it went longer. Probably would have won. I was probably going to take an expo up here and expo down there. But yeah, well, I guess that's how I play. That's my skill level. Average APM of 66. It is beautiful. And yeah, just let me know what you think. Do you want to see more of my games, more of higher level games, or more pro games? Well, not really pro, but like the highest level, like Idra and Hook and guys like that. So yeah, just let me know in the comments. I will read them, and I'll see you next time.